I filed for the I-130 and the I-45 concurrently and was above in 2016 with 2-year conditional green card, I guess approved. In 2018, we filed the I-751 to remove the conditions of my permanent residence. Since filing, like any other married couple, my husband and I have had our differences where both of us, we stepped out of our marriages. We were both unfaithful. Unfortunately, I ended up having a child for someone else. My husband and I since have reconciled. He takes care of our kids equally and accepts the child as his own. I was then asked to send in initial evidence. I sent bank statements, lease agreements, health insurance, life insurance, leading back to when we just got married to the present. I did not send the 2019 tax return as we filed jointly as usual, but my husband claimed the child on his taxes as well. We didn't want the child to be highlighted, so we sent all but that. In October 2020, we were issued an interview notice. Should we be worried? You don't need to, the answer is yes. You should be worried in the sense that when you step out of the marriage and have a child with another man, there's going to be the first thing that the government is going to say is, this is not a real marriage. Your relationship was with this other man. That's the first thing that they're going to say. So now you have, and do not hide it. If you try to hide the child and it's ultimately discovered, it's going to even make it look worse. You are better off to come out and tell it as it is, just like you told me here. It's a real marriage. We were both unfaithful. Doesn't mean we don't love each other. We worked it out. My husband's accepting this child now. The worst thing you can do is hide it. And now you have a rebuttable presumption that, well, the presumption is that you're in a business marriage, but you go in there and you come in with all your documents to prove it was real. In these situations, probably need a lawyer. I would say you probably need a lawyer in these situations, but for sure, don't hide the child. The last thing you want to do is hide the child. Let's see what else we got here. Give me a call. 1-800-529-5465. Let's see. Andrea Reed with a question. Good evening. I just got my advance parole. Is it safe to travel for 3 weeks to Jamaica in December? Bon voyage, Andrea Reed. Enjoy your trip. Don't go for more than a month. Barney Malenga with a question. We applied for our kids to come to the USA 8, 15, 18, and 20. Lots of kids. In March 2018, it's been 18 months now, and there is no response up to now. What could be the problem? Donald Trump, COVID, proclamations. There's multiple reasons what's the problem. What can I do? Call me. I got to see where you are with your case. And by the way, there's a telephone number scrolling on the bottom to call, 1-800-529-5465. Danny Bay, before all else. Danny Bay. Pertaining to the Adam Walsh Act, I have the psych evaluation. I have the police report, all the court records, the affidavit of evidence from friends, sex offender registry. Do I need anything else? Yes, you need to prove, I don't know who's the sex offender, whether it's Danny or the person you're married to, but whoever is the one who is applying for the green card needs to prove they are in no danger living with somebody who is on the sex offender registry. That's what you need. It's not about compiling documents. It's about proving you're in no danger. I'll take that back. I have never seen a situation where somebody got an Adam Walsh waiver approved without a lawyer. Wah Mahat with a question. Uncle Brett. This is not an immigration question. Okay. Can I expound on what happens to this country if Trump doesn't concede and transfer power? I'm getting worried. Well, we live in a democracy and we have checks and balances on everybody. So what is ultimately going to happen is this. There is going to come a point when the Supreme Court is going to decide on all of these Donald Trump lawsuits. And the Supreme Court is the law of the land. And if the Supreme Court says, Donald Trump, you lost, then he lost. And then the electors, the Electoral College is going to come together and they're going to vote. And that vote's going to be sometime towards the ends of December. And they're going to vote, and that becomes the official election to elect Joe Biden. And at that point, if he is not seceding power, well then, the Secret Service, the military, they have to escort him out of the White House because he's a trespasser. That's what would happen. So the only way which would never happen. I can't imagine. The only way that Donald Trump stays in power is if the U.S. military decides that we are no longer a democracy and we're going to surround the White House and Donald Trump's our man. I can't imagine that's going to happen. And finally, Zaragoza fam. Hi, Brad. If the USCIS gives my daughter DNA extensions until December 14th, but until now the lab in the U.S. Embassy is still closed, when is the right time to mail or call the USCIS for an extension again? Now. Orphan Thacker, can my daughter file for the case? She has a permanent green card and my son is born here. He is 20 years old. My daughter's 25 years old. She married with citizen. She got permanent green card. Can you help me? Well, you can't file as a sister as a permanent resident for a 20-year-old. But if your son is 20, perhaps he could still be eligible for a SIJ, Special Immigrant Juvenile. You would need to call us to figure that out. First Lady Jody Joy with a question. Can someone travel from one state in America to another state in America without status? Absolutely. It happens every day. All right, let's go to YouTube and see what's going on YouTube. I don't know why my YouTube came out like this. All right, let's go this way is better. Saluba with a question, just wants to know how my weekend was. It was wonderful. Thank you, Saluba. And then has a question. Can a conditional green card holder apply for the health care insurance? Yes. You can apply for any health care insurance you want. Moya Lee, Uncle Brad, what can we do if a United States citizen stepfather filed for a child and USCIS has not approved it and it is over a year, the child is under 21, I need help? Mandamus, pre-litigation mandamus. I yell it all the time. If immigration delays your rights, delays your application, you can call immigration. You can ask your senator to call. You can ask your congressman to call. You can stand on your head. You can juggle balls outside immigration. You can yell at them as they go to work in the morning. They ain't going to do nothing until you threaten to sue them or sue them. It's called a mandamus or pre-litigation mandamus. You can call me and I can help you with that. Showman. I did an interview in September. I got an RFE in October. They asked for a current tax paper. My work permit is going to expire in 2021. The I-130 is approved. Should I wait or send to renew? Go renew it. Absolutely, Showman. You should be doing it today. Leslie Benoit. I have a pending adjustment of status with AVAWA. Right now, I just received an appointment for biometrics. What do I expect after my biometrics is cleared? You expect to get an interview for your green card. Anne-Marie Anderson, how long can I stay in the shelter before I become a public charge? For as long as you want. Navdeep Rajput, my VAWA is currently pending. Can I file for no-fault divorce? Is it okay? Yes, it is okay to file for a divorce while your VAWA is pending. Just don't get remarried. MM, hi Brad, I filed for VAWA in September 2020. When should I expect the prima facie? In about 3 to 6 months from the time of filing. Paul Arujo, Brad, is my difference between congressional help or my SR to USCIS regains my 212 and what? Brad, is there any difference between congressional help or my SR? I don't know what SR to US. Service request to USCIS regarding my 212 and 601 waiver. No action is being taken. 9 months now. It's taking over a year for the 212 and 601 waivers. Hang in there, okay? Your service request won't mean anything, and letters to Congress won't mean anything either. Veronica Smith, I overstayed my visa. Is my green card daughter file for me? I'm legally married, but my husband is in Jamaica. Your green card daughter cannot file for you. She has to be a citizen over 21. Noreen Shazard, bankruptcy could be bad for the N400. Please let me know. No, it cannot be bad for an N400. Bankruptcy has no effect on your N400 for citizenship. Rose Star, hi, can my I-751 still pending there? Send me a letter. They denied me. Can I apply for a travel document? Your I-751 is still pending, and they sent you a denial letter. Well, they either sent you a denial letter or it's still pending, Rose Star. But you can't get a travel document if it's denied. You're going to be put in deportation. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.